These are the Cryptid Files, the reports they dismissed. Tonight, we open the case they don't want you to read. Stories of dog-like guardians and man-beasts predate modern borders and empires. From forest spirits to hunted shapeshifters, the Dogman appears in many tongues and across countless generations. What we now call legend often started as a simple local report. Livestock mauled beyond recognition, strange tracks pressed deep into the snow, a fleeting silhouette against the dusk. Frightened communities named the fear and ritualized caution, passing down warnings through stories. European werewolf tales and Native American oral histories, though worlds apart, both tell of predatory man-beasts. It seems each culture dresses the same primal dread in its own unique clothing. The phenomenon exploded in the 1970s, particularly in Michigan. A surge of reports clustered together. Drivers, campers, and even children described the same impossible figure lurking at the roadside, an upright canine that defied all logic. Imagine driving down a dark, isolated road. You have your windows down, enjoying the cool night air. Suddenly, your headlights catch a pair of glowing yellow eyes and impossibly long limbs. Witnesses remember a presence that didn't just run, it seemed to stop and study them. An unnerving display of intelligence. What's compelling is the consistency. Not all witnesses are seeking fame or attention. Many simply want to be believed, to have their terrifying experience validated. Their stories align on details no one taught them. The distinct, loping gait, a musky, wet dog scent, and a chilling sound that's somewhere between a guttural bark and a human laugh. But it's not just stories. There's physical evidence. Tracks wider and deeper than any known wolf. Fur samples that confuse laboratory analysis. And strangely, clipped nails left at scenes. Physical traces that refuse a tidy, conventional explanation. Let's look closer at the tracks. The prints often show odd spacing and ambiguous toe impressions. Measurements don't match any known canid, and sometimes the stride appears disproportionately long, suggesting a bipedal creature with an unnatural gait. And what about forensics? Fur samples sent for analysis have a strange habit of vanishing or returning inconclusive results. Labs that do get a reading often find keratin with anomalies that leave pathologists puzzled and scratching their heads. The creature's behavior is just as unsettling. Reports consistently show territorial displays and stalking behavior. It's described as intelligent, patient, and sometimes organized, as if working in pairs or packs to corner its prey. This isn't a mindless beast. This intelligence extends to its interaction with us. Sightings suggest they scavenge near human refuse, patrol the edges of towns, and some witnesses even claim they use mimicry, repeating human-like sounds to lure the curious and the unwary away from safety. Listen to these eyewitness accounts. It watched us from the tree line. It walked like a man but moved like a wolf. I still hear it at night. These short, stark testimonies, collected from different people in different places, form a chillingly consistent pattern. So, what could it be? Science has its theories. Biologists suggest escaped wolf-dog hybrids, rare genetic mutations, or simple misidentifications of known predators like bears or large dogs. These are all plausible answers, but they never seem to fully close the case. Then there are cognitive factors. Psychologists point to cognitive bias, the limits of human night vision, and mass suggestion as potential explanations for patterns in sightings. But these theories do not account for the physical traces left behind or the consistent details from multi-witness encounters. For others, the Dogman is less a product of Darwinian evolution and more a being that transgresses the known laws of nature. Paranormal theories bring in skinwalker traditions, interdimensional hypotheses, and even ritual summons as potential explanations for its existence. These explanations carry significant cultural weight and serve as warnings. Many indigenous accounts, for instance, treat such creatures not as biological curiosities, but as powerful moral and spiritual lessons about respecting the balance of nature. Disturbingly, some reports intersect with official law enforcement records. We find redacted memos, unsolved missing persons reports, and quiet, off-the-record notes from officers who witnessed something they refused to officially document. Where sightings of the Dogman concentrate, there are often spikes in unexplained disappearances or near-miss rescues, cases that stop just short of a public resolution, leaving families with questions that may never be answered. And then there's the footage. Night vision videos and dashcam clips do exist. They are almost always brief, blurry, low-resolution frames that suggest a terrifying silhouette but never give us a clear, undeniable specimen. Repeated encounters in the same areas hint at a creature that learns. It demonstrates an avoidance of traps, an understanding of human patrol patterns, and hints of a territorial strategy rather than random, mindless violence. It seems to be studying us as much as we are studying it. As human development spreads, Dogman reports are shifting. They are no longer confined to the deep woods. We now hear of suburban howls, yard sightings, and scavenging in places that were once wild and are now fragmented by our expansion. Animal shelters and veterinarians in hotspot areas sometimes report odd injuries on stray animals and discover strange, hybrid-like carcasses on roadsides. These are often claimed by locals before they can be properly studied, adding another layer of mystery. It's important to note this isn't just an American phenomenon. Similar accounts appear worldwide under different names, beasts, at the margins of culture that seem to surface when ecosystems and human anxieties collide. From the Shunka Warakin to the beast of Gévaudan, the story is universal. In many of these cultures, such creatures function as living warnings. They are taboos encoded in story form, meant to protect communities from transgression, overreach, and the dangers of straying too far from the path. Of course, we must consider the media's role. Sensationalism and folklore tourism can amplify reports, sometimes creating feedback loops where sightings spike simply because the topic is in the public consciousness. To get definitive answers, science needs more than just stories. It requires testable specimens, shared data between independent researchers, and cross-discipline cooperation. Anecdotes alone, no matter how compelling, cannot settle a question this stubborn and this profound. So, how do you stay safe? If you encounter something unusual at night, your first priority is safety. Record it from a distance if you can, but do not approach it. Light up the area if possible, make noise, and report what you saw to local authorities. Curiosity can turn dangerous very quickly. The Dogman, whatever it is, may be adapting to our modern human environments. If we are to coexist, it demands that we respect its boundaries and keep a sober, watchful eye for new and changing patterns of behavior. If you hear a howl that sounds too close for comfort, remember the reports that started as warnings. Close your doors, double your locks, and whatever you do, don't follow the sound. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive. This video was created by Revelonix. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more investigations. If you have ideas for what stories you want us to cover next, let us know in the comments below. Have a great night.